Today's video we're going to have a little look at what's going on in the cowshed. There's no calves been born as of yet, and no one's really showing any signs, so within the next week or so they should start showing some signs. And all the guys, we like to do a little thing where we have a first calvers bet to see who's got the keen eye, to see who's gonna. The farmer got it bang on last year. He picked the one that calved first, which was quite something, I thought. We've got a young lady in here. This is cow 325, and we noticed last week she is so much better. It's unbelievable. So last week we noticed she was being bundled about in the shed, and on closer inspection it was as if she was drunk in a way. We thought she was going down with magnesium deficiency. So the farmer put a dose of magnesium under the skin, and usually if that's what's wrong with them, that'll bring them back to life and they'll be fine. But she had no improvement, and I have got some footage of what she was like. And we had to call the vet in the end because we weren't sure. So the vet came here and had a good look around her, and her legs weren't as they are now. She has improved massively, but her legs were slightly underneath her, and the vet had thought she had been bundling about in the shed. We got 10 in there that aren't in calf, so they will bull about, and they will jump on each other's backs and just cause, they're just bunting each other around. And what we think happened is they've jumped on her back, and the vet reckoned there was some sort of nerve damage, or basically knocked her back. And she was ever so wobbly. She was dancing on one foot to the other, and she was nearly falling over. And the vet then offered us to give her a steroid. She is in calf. The vet said we can give her a steroid, but she will lose the calf if we give her the steroid. So the farmer made a decision to monitor her instead. We thought we'd just see how she goes, but she's made a massive improvement. We are well chuffed. She's standing differently altogether to start with, and she's not dancing around on her back legs as she was. She's not 100%. You can see her lifting her leg here, look. But she is massively improved, and it's one of those. Sometimes you get a bit of luck by just holding out, seeing what happens. We've been giving her, the vet left us some painkillers and some bed rest, and that's what she's had for the last 4 days. And today she has shown a massive improvement. She's eating, she's watering herself, she's pooing normally, so there's nothing wrong there. It was, we guess, she'd just been knocked on the rear end there, on her spine or something like that, a jammed nerve or something like that. But we're really chuffed because she's shown a massive improvement, and she's still got the calf as well, so that's great. But a few more days and she might be good enough to go outside. What was quite interesting actually is where she was in the herd, and the herd knew she wasn't quite right, and it's quite strange, they bully her. They know she's not right, so they start bunting her around and bullying her all around the shed. So we've locked her away from everyone and just left her in here to have some nice bed rest. And well, she's improved, so that's a good thing. We're just going to have a look at something we've been working on all week and show you around that, because that's quite cool. So this has been our little project for the last, last week, haven't we? We've had to do, these were the old wheels that were on it, and they were no good at all, so the farmer went out and bought 4 new wheels for it. So first we actually took the old wheels off. We took the hubs off, and there was 3 studs missing on one side, 1 stud missing on the other side, so we had to get some new studs. We had to re-grease all the bearings. Because the new wheels are only single wheels, Peter and the farmer cut the old centre cap out of the wheel to use as a spacer, which widens the track a little bit, so it's not so topsy-turvy. It needed some new lights. It needed on this side wasn't too bad, everything was all right on this side, but on the other side we had to, that one needed all new wheel nuts on there. They greased the bearings on those as well. Right, that's better. So these are the brakes, and the one that was on there, the ram was all bent and leaking, so Peter had to weld a new bracket on, a new ram on there, so they're all working lovely. We had to do some adjusting, which is just in here. So we had to just adjust everything up to make sure it's all working as it should be, which it is now. We've had to do new wiring throughout the whole bed. So it's got a fancy new box in here, which is really easy to connect everything up. It's got new side lights on the front. Yesterday we spent the day putting some new lights on, and yeah, it's not a, you know, it's not a show trailer, we're just making it usable for the summer. It's had new side lights, farmer. Peter made a fancy new box, didn't he?
Yeah.
And who did you say made this trailer? Merrick
Logging.
Merrick Logging. How old do you reckon it is?
Oh, 40-year-old, I expect, Matt.
Yeah, so it's not a show trailer by any standards. We're just getting it usable for on the road. Make sure she's safe, because that's the main.
Safe and legal.
Safe and legal. Yeah, that's it. So it's had new brake hoses, new light fittings. Peter made this box here. Welded that all on for the lights. So yeah, everything works on it. And it's not always about having the biggest trailers, is it, Ad?
No.
Because there's some fields and some of the yards that we have to go into, and a trailer like this is actually more handy to us than a big trailer. So it'll be a valued asset, won't it?
Yeah.
So our next job now is we're going to rub down the trailer. As you can see, she's been many different colours, blue, brown, I think there's red underneath as well. So we're just going to wire brush everything down. It doesn't need to be perfect, we're not after the perfect job here, but we're just going to rub it all down with a wire brush. We've got some high performance paint, which is going to give us 10, how many horsepower is it going to give us?
It's going to give us at least 10 mile an hour.
10, yeah, exactly, 10 horsepower, it's high performance stuff. So yeah, that's it. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to rub this down, get her painted up, and she's ready to come out then. That's it. She's done. This trailer actually holds a little bit of sentimental value to us. Looking at it, it's not, you know, it's not the best trailer in the world, but it used to belong to the farmer's uncle, who has since passed away. And yeah, it was passed on to us, so we want to revive it and get it going. You know, it's important to keep these things going and get it back on the road, and it'll always be known as Rag's trailer. That's what we used to call him, Rag. So this one will always be known as Rag's trailer, and we'll all know what we're talking about when we're talking about trailers, which one we're picking up, blah blah blah. We'll know this one's always called the Rag trailer. They all have their own weird names, like there's a red trailer that's blue now, but they call it the red trailer. We got the T8, which needs a new bed on it. That's going to be another project down the road, and yeah, they've all got different names for them. We're going to rub this down now, and then we're going to paint it. We'll put a time lapse on for you. I've done some other time lapses going around the trailer throughout the process, and I'll put it all together with a bit of music, and should look pretty cool. And then we'll drag it out and have a good look at it outside after we're finished. painted up. Me, Holly and the farmer took us the morning, so that weren't a bad job. And it looks half decent, you know. We're not after the pucker result, we're just after a usable trailer that we can use on the road. We'll let the paint dry and then we can take her out, and then we can start on the next one, which I will show you in a minute. We've got another one that we're going to, I think we're going to do some work on the bed. So we'll go and have a look at that. I'll take you around the back so you see the back. We've got some fancy LEDs in there. We've got number plate lights, so it's all there. We've got some reflectors as well. Holly painted the black, which looks pretty smart. That was her idea, to do a two-tone, black and blue. And this is, what did we go for? What was the colour? The colour is Heritage Ford Blue. High performance, so an extra 10 horsepower because of the high performance, obviously. The old man will love this because he loves a nice small trailer. That's a good job. Yeah, we got another couple of trailers that we're going to have a look at the beds.
Bonus to this one, we've got a little bird's nest.
Huh?
He said an added.
Is there? Is it a bird's nest? Look at that! I didn't see that.
Made it.
What the heck?
It would be in the start of a bird's nest, I suppose. When I started making
Oh
one.
yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Holly even took the time to paint the hooks up, so you know. Yeah, but a cool trailer now. So we've got another one added to the list, and we've got two more we want to have a look at. We've got some news regarding the ringworm in the sheds, so we're going to talk about that as well. Right, so the ringworm situation. The ringworm has actually now spread into that shed, believe it or not, into the young heifers over there, which is a shame. But on the last video, a lot of you commented and gave us some good ideas in regards to how to treat it. And one of the things that a lot of people said was to hang some holly up in the shed. And I sort of thought to myself, what's that all about? The guys here thought that we should just get young holes here, and we just put her in the ring there and just leave her to it. Yeah, hopefully it should do the same job, I'm thinking. Just cruel on the cows though, isn't it? It's just cruel. Right. No, so there is something in that. I did a little bit of research, and there is something in that. So we're going to look at getting some holly. It only works with male holly, which is without the berries. The farmer wanted to hang her up in the shed, see if that works. So we're going to get some male holly. We're going to hang it up in the sheds, probably in the doorways where they're walking through. You know, you got to try these things, haven't you? So we're going to look at trying to get some with my research holes. You will find holly around churches, believe it or not, but I'm not going to go to the next church and pick it off their thing. But churches used to hold it up to protect against evil and bad spirits and witches and all that sort of thing, apparently. Or we could I'll just leave you there. I think that would sort it out, wouldn't it? Just leave you up there.
I'm working my magic already.
You are filthy. What have you been doing? Yeah, anyway, there's a young lady on the internet. Her farming channel is called Farming at La Forge. I will leave a little link down below. She gave me a good bit of advice on it as well, and she's got a cool YouTube channel that everyone should go and look at, so make sure you go over there, check her out. Right, so something else we've changed this week as well is in the cow's water we like to put, just before calving, we like to put magnesium in the water, because cows can't actually store magnesium. So and while they're calving, when they're producing milk, it can drag them down, and they can't produce enough magnesium. So we like to stick half a cup, and it's just magnesium crystals that dissolves in water, and we stick it in there. I've already done it today, so I can't show you, but we just put half a cup in each water trough. Yeah, it stops them, prevents them going down with lack of magnesium. They will also get lack of calcium, so we've make sure we've got in the cupboard, we've made sure we've got plenty of calcium, an IV drip that you can get them back right. So if they go, I can't remember what it's called now, but if they go down with calcium or if they go down with magnesium, we can put a drip in, or well, we keep them topped up with this. That way, every cow goes to it, because every cow's got a drink. So yeah, we stick that in the water. That keeps them all topped up with magnesium and shouldn't have any problems there. The other thing we like to make sure they have, and we always make sure that they're topped up with these mineral buckets. And yeah, the mineral buckets this year, we've either got to get them off the ground or we've got to do something different, and we may even go down the route of mineral bolus, but we don't really want to stuff the cows with so many boluses. So if me and Peter get time, we are going to either get these off the floor and get the licks off the floor, or failing that, if we don't get around to that, we may have to give them mineral bolus instead. And it just reduces the risk of unwanted critters licking the thing, because we're not sure where this TB is coming from, but the more you can knock out of what's coming in and what's mixing with what, the better. We like to make sure they have it because it keeps them topped up with all the goodness they need, extra minerals, keeps them all topped up. And yeah, we make sure that they're always got those, just, you know, keeps them their best. This is our little rock and roller trailer, we call it. The guys call it that. I wasn't here, so I don't know, but apparently it had different front wheels on it a few years ago, and it used to rock and sway about, and everyone used to call it the rock and roller trailer. They changed the wheels on the front, put some bigger, wider tyres on the front, but as you can see, look at the bed. The bed's got, oh, I don't know if you can see, the bed's got holes in it and it's seen better days, so this one needs doing as well. We got the T8 down the bottom, that's the big 40 footer, we got to do that one as well. So you're going to see a lot of footage with trailers being sorted out, and it's whether we get time to do them all, so we'll just see how it goes on that one. Right, I think that is it. I think that's where we'll leave it. Thanks for watching as always, and if you want to support the channel in any way, make sure you head down below, get yourself a hat or a t-shirt. Yeah, make sure you're subscribed, hit the like button, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.